Well, disappointed tonight. Very disappointed. Got to give West Virginia credit, man. They played really hard, played tough, just like we thought they would, just like we told our players all week they would. They, just did a good job against us when they made plays when they needed to, and we didn't. And we got beat, and we deserved to get beat. We didn't do a very good job getting our guys ready to play. It's twice this year we've had opportunities at the end of the game to be able to put a drive together and kick a field goal or score a touchdown and win the game, and it's 2 times that we haven't been able to do it. And that's not what we're accustomed to. It's what last year's team did is they figured out ways to make plays there and drove it down at the end of games and scored touchdowns or kicked field goals and extended the game, and we just couldn't get it done. And we kicked 2 bad field goals. I don't think that I think both the kicks were low. I think we just kicked it into the back of our guys pretty much. Just really disappointed. Shouldn't lose a game like that. It's just, like I said, inexcusable, and we got to do better.
You guys moved the ball pretty well in the first half.
You know what? I don't know. We're going to have to go look at it and see. I mean, I watched the same thing you guys did. I don't have any explanation for that. How you have 318 yards at halftime and have 100 in the second half. I mean, I have no explanation for that. It shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? I mean, we went the third quarter. That's as bad offense as I've ever seen since I've been coaching. Really, in the third quarter, I don't know if we made a first down, maybe one. We had some issues up front protecting. We didn't run the ball very well. Couldn't pass, couldn't run block. Tried to throw it, couldn't pass protect. I think our quarterback got a little rattled. When we did protect, I think he left the pocket. And when he tried to stay in the pocket, we didn't protect. It was just wasn't good. We're going to have to get a lot better. I told those guys tonight, we better do a better job of coaching and playing, or we won't win another game.
How bad did it hurt not having Brandon out there on the offensive line?
I can't say right now. I mean, obviously we didn't play well, and I don't know. We didn't play well.
The offensive line struggle, was that what you all were trying to do?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, like I said, when you can't run the ball, then you've got to be able to throw it. And the problem was we couldn't throw it. And when we tried to throw a quick game, we didn't read it right. I mean, it was a snowball. We've been able to run the football this year, especially in the second half of football games. And there were times in the fourth quarter we ran it better. But the problem with us was the first down the whole game. I mean, we were, 2nd and 10 every single drive. It seemed like the second half we were 2nd and 11 or 2nd and 12, and we just couldn't overcome it. Again, we're going to have to get better across the board. I got to do a better job of coaching. Like I said, just really disappointing performance. Yeah, that's what he does. I mean, that's kind of who he is. I thought he really played gutsy football. I thought their team played gutsy. I thought they just played harder than we did, outplayed us. Played with more confidence than we did. I thought he did a good job. He's a tough kid, and he played tough tonight, and my hat's off to him.
Are you guys worried at all about Britain's confidence right now?
I mean, I don't know. We're going to have to see. I mean, we weren't very good. That's been something that we've been pretty good at. And again, looking back, I mean, I wish we wouldn't have kicked him, wish we'd have gone for it. We just have a lot of confidence in our kicker.
Is there like a lack of leadership that changed the last year?
I don't know. It just, that's a good question. we just, we have been very slow to kind of put it together. We've looked good at times in flashes. We just haven't consistently been able to do anything, and maintain things. And, it's kind of been the same thing all year. We have fourth and a foot and we can't get it. Then we, take a sack or get a intentional grounding that I still don't understand why it was intentional grounding, but we get an intentional grounding call and then puts us out of field goal range. We try a long field goal, we miss it. Then we couldn't, like I said, we couldn't kick a field goal at all, after that. So, I don't know. We got a long way to go. Got to get a lot better. We will. We'll go back to work tomorrow and try to figure out what we can do to fix it. And we got to do better. I mean, right now we just lack any kind of consistency offensively. I thought defensively the guys played really hard, and I thought we played well enough to win. The fourth down, the goal line stand down there was huge. When you play that bad in the second half on offense and you still have a chance to win the game, it's a real credit to your defense. And I thought the defense played really, really hard. Played well. West Virginia had field position the whole third quarter. We just battled field position because we couldn't get anything going on offense, and it seemed like we were punting out of our own end zone, the whole third quarter. Like I said, just an avalanche of bad things that happened.
Coach, what was the explanation you got on Dom's?
I don't know. I mean, they said, I don't know. I've been coaching 30 years. I've never seen that. Never seen it called twice in a game. Never seen an intentional grounding called, like when there's no pressure on the quarterback. I don't know.
We'll go 2 more questions.
I guess specifically with Max, the team kind of rallied around him last year. Losing him, did that kind of lead to
Well, I think we're still learning. I mean, I think we've got a lot of new faces, a lot of moving parts. My hope was that it would have come together better. Like I said, it's looked really good at times. We took the opening drive right down the field, and we looked really good. And then I don't know how that same team can look like we looked in the third quarter. I just don't know how that's possible. And so, there's just a lack of consistency right now, and we got to coach better. Our guys have got to do a better job of being consistent. Like I said, that was bad.
Okay, final question?
All right, thank.
Judge Earl's job today as a punt returner?
Not good. Yeah, not good. Fumbled, a couple of punts, and we had some issues back there. Again, some things that we've got to kind of reassess that and get better.
Execution. We obviously did not execute to our level. 3 3-and-outs, first 3 drives of the second half. Can't do that. I got to make plays. I got to put the ball. I got to throw better throws, and I got to make plays.
Was it something West Virginia showed differently in the third quarter?
Not really. They made some adjustments. They brought a little more pressure, I guess, in the third and kind of after half. But we try and focus on us, and we did not execute, and that's on the offense.
What's the frustration of it? Does it kind of seem like another game where you guys almost can't get out your own way in a sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I give West Virginia credit. They're very good defensively. But it just came down to execution, and it came down to me doing my job, and I did not do that at a high level in the second half.
Do you believe there's a lack of leadership kind of since Max left and kind of looking forward?
No, I don't think so. I think we've got leaders in that locker room, and I think this is a big moment right now to go find those leaders, and we just got to continue to lead.
What was different in your offensive line in the first half than in comparison to the second half? It seemed like you had no time to throw the ball in the second half.
I think just they brought a little more pressure in the second half, I guess it just went back to on maybe we just had some missed assignments. I'm not really sure. We got to go back and look at that film. But I think, giving credit to West Virginia, they brought some more pressure in the second half and tried to create a little stress on me. I mean, we knew they were very good defensively as a whole. So it was something that we were preparing for all week, and we were trying to get ready for that. And I think there's going to be a lot of kind of just frustration when we watch this film. I think we missed a lot, run game and pass game. So I think that's how it's going to be when we turn on the tape.
We'll go 2 more questions.
What is it gonna take to get past that, past the little mistakes that have cost you basically 2 games?
Practice. I mean, I think it's the details that we gotta focus on at practice, and we gotta come with a different energy, a different mindset each day at practice, and that starts with me. And I've got to push everybody around me and make sure that we make that happen.
I don't think I can exactly put my finger on it. I'd have to watch the film, but from the looks of it, it just seemed like they wanted it more than us, just from being out there. That may or may not be true. We have to watch the film to figure it out, but it just seems like they wanted it more.
Was there any adjustments that they had in that third quarter that was different from the first half?
Up front, it was a little bit. They were just trying to, pop mics a little, or pop the mic a little bit, get into some different fronts. But we started to handle them, especially in the fourth quarter, with the different fronts. I can't speak for what they've done in the back end. I'm not too sure, but they definitely had some different things to go in for us in the second half, which is probably what led to a lot of the hardship that we had.
Coach Dykes was talking about the second game, you guys had a chance to win on the last drive, and now 0-2. What's the frustration right now for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's high just because, the 2 games that we've lost, we've had a shot. You have a shot, you have a chance to win. That's all you can really ask for, is to have a chance to, when you have the ball at the end of the game, or a chance to win, it's all you can really ask for. And we're 0-2 now. So, I think part of it is, how can we stay out of those situations? And part of it is, once we're in those situations, we need to work on executing at a higher level.
You guys were in those situations last year, obviously you guys always came through different teams, but how do you get to that point where you guys can kind of flip the role and be the ones coming out on top of these?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think 2 years ago, Coach P's last year, we had a lot of one-score games where we didn't come out on top. Last year, we had a lot of one-score games where we did come out on top, and now this year we're 0-2. So it's one of those things where you have to figure out, that's what this season's going to really come down to. Whenever you're playing good teams week in and week out, good teams are playing good teams, it's going to come down to one-score games, who has the ball last, who can make a play at the end, right? So we're just going to have to figure out what we have to do as a team and as a coaching staff and as a program, how to convert whenever we get into those situations, how to execute at a high level.
The struggles you guys had up front tonight, Andrew, how bad was it that Brandon wasn't able to be out there?
I mean, that's a huge piece. That's a captain of our team. That's an elite offensive lineman that we're missing. But that's no excuse though. How it's football, right? Next man up. Next man up mentality. We have to play better in his absence. Because it's football. Guys go down. Guys got to step up. But we really, really missed him tonight.
We'll go 2 more questions.
So how do you kind of rally the guys to make sure one doesn't turn it to 2, 2 doesn't turn it to 3?
Yeah, what I'm trying to do, as a leader, is I'm trying to figure out, this is usually turning points in team seasons. When you have a good team like we are, and you lose a couple games you're not supposed to, or you lose a couple tough games, you can start to see locker rooms dividing. I haven't seen it yet. You can see a lot of finger pointing. I haven't seen that yet, but it's all staying together. And the best way I can do it is, we're talking about, K-State last year. K-State last year lost a non-conference game. They lost 2 conference games, got a shot at the Big 12 title and won. So, for us, we have to realize that the Big 12 championship is not out of reach for us. And we have to realize that, we're going to have to grit our teeth and go back to work, but it's not out of reach.